What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with a video about another kind of upstart quarterback right now, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles, Carson Wentz. So I did not make a video about this game. I wanted to yesterday, but it's a little late now, so I figured I'd just discuss kind of the biggest storyline from that, and that is, like I said, Carson Wentz. They beat the Bears last night, 29-14. The Bears were actually 3-point favorites in the game. At least that was the opening line. But I just kind of had a feeling about the Eagles in that game. Carson Wentz put up at least respectable numbers, 190 yards and a touchdown. Did what he had to do to be able to lead the Eagles to victory. He's had a very good first 2 weeks in the NFL so far. Undefeated, the Eagles are 2-0 and first place in the NFC East. I'm kind of happy that that was my most bold prediction out of all my division winners, and it's looking okay so far. Saying that the Eagles would win the NFC East. You know, the Eagles have surpassed expectations so far by a lot. This was a team that was hard to figure out coming into the season, and right now they're looking good. Granted, their first two opponents haven't looked too stellar so far. I believe they're 2 0-2 teams between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. Anyhow, for an Eagles team that was discussed as maybe being the worst team in the NFC East this year, that was where a lot of people had them at. And so it's a damn good start. Now, I talked about in my other video how far could Sam Bradford lead the Vikings, and in this one I wanted to really discuss how far I think the Eagles can go with Carson Wentz. I mentioned this coming out. I did a video about it earlier this year talking about Carson Wentz, how I think he will be the best rookie quarterback this year, and right now he's off to a solid start. I think Dak Prescott's probably the only other one giving him competition. Concerning Jared Goff and Paxton Lynch haven't even started the game yet. Who knows if Paxton Lynch will even start a game this year with Trevor Siemian actually playing pretty well, leading the Broncos to a 2-0 record so far. But I do think that Carson Wentz is one of the better quarterbacks right now in the NFC East. Eli. Actually, you probably have to say Eli right now at the top. Maybe Kirk Cousins. It's hard to figure out after Tony Romo went down, but a lot of, I'd say, mediocre to good quarterbacks in the NFC East right now. I do think that this is an Eagles team after seeing them the way they played so far. This is an Eagles team very capable of winning, I'd say, at least 9, 10, I don't know about 11 games, that might be pushing it, but I think 9 or 10 is definitely a reasonable goal, which, knowing the NFC East in years past, that could very well be enough to win it. So, like I said, trying to get back into the groove of videos this week. I do have a pretty hefty day of videos coming up, so anyway, that's pretty much it. So, yeah.